You're watching South Asian Newsline, and here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Thursday, the 8th of January. Tariff hike looms for India as Trump favors Russia sanctions bill. Israel's Netanyahu and India's PM Modi discuss Gaza peace plan. And China calls for joint counter-terrorism efforts with Pakistan. And now for all the details. Economic tensions are rising between New Delhi and Washington as US President Donald Trump has given green light to Russia's sanctions bill that seeks to increase tariffs by 500%. Meanwhile, India's economy is projected to grow 7.4% in the fiscal year ending March 2026. We have a report.
India is once again in the crosshairs of a proposed US law that would impose 500% tariffs on countries for buying Russian oil. The proposed law is spearheaded by Republican Senator Lindsey Graham and Democrat Richard Blumenthal. Naming India, Senator Graham has said that this bill will give a tremendous leverage to US President Donald Trump against countries like India to stop them from buying Russian oil and financing Russia's war on Ukraine. This comes as amid rising global trade uncertainties. India's economy is projected to grow 7.4% in the fiscal year ending March 2026, higher than 6.5% in the last fiscal year, according to first advance estimates released by the Indian government on Wednesday. In a post on X, India's Prime Minister Modi praised India's economic growth and assured that his government is working to realize the dream of a prosperous India.
All of us are aware now India is expected to grow by 7.4% in FY26. These are very impressive numbers. If you place things in a proper historical and comparative perspective, we find that the global economy is growing something by 2.2%. Advanced economy is growing by about 0.5% or thereabouts. And even in the emerging markets group, India has become something like an outperformer, an outlier, and Ms. Geeta Gopinath, who was IMF's first deputy MD, she had done some work in this area and demonstrated that 17% of the world growth comes from, incremental growth comes from India.
India has edged past Japan to become the world's fourth largest economy, the government said last month. Confirmation by the International Monetary Fund is however due. In nominal terms, which factor in inflation, the economy is expected to grow 8%, compared with the 10.1% estimate in the last year's federal budget. The United States had last year imposed 50% tariffs on some of India's key exports to punish it for its purchases of Russian oil. Amid the latest global trade tensions and growth projections, India is set to present its annual federal budget in February.
And India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi reiterated India's support for efforts aimed at achieving a lasting and just peace in the Middle East, including the early implementation of the Gaza peace plan, as he exchanged New Year greetings in a telephonic conversation with Israel's PM Benjamin Netanyahu on Wednesday. PM Modi, in a post on X, said they discussed ways to further strengthen the India-Israel strategic partnership in the year ahead and reaffirmed a shared resolve to fight terrorism with greater determination. According to an official statement, both the leaders expressed satisfaction with the steady advancement of bilateral cooperation and agreed to deepen collaboration across key areas for mutual benefit. The call came at a time when Netanyahu indicated that the second phase of the US-backed Gaza ceasefire plan could begin very shortly. Hamas, however, claimed Israeli violations and urged mediators to press Israel to comply with the agreement. India has always supported a negotiated two-state solution toward the establishment of a sovereign and independent state of Palestine within secure and recognized borders. The country has also supported Palestine's membership of the UN. And China on Wednesday said that it is willing to intensify cooperation with Pakistan in fighting terrorism and telecom crime. The country's public security minister Wang Xiong said in a meeting with Pakistan's Interior and Counter-Narcotics Minister Syed Mohsin Raza Naqvi in Beijing that efforts should be made to effectively address various risks and challenges and jointly safeguard the national security and social stability of both countries. In a joint statement on Monday, Beijing and Islamabad said they would build an upgraded version of the CPEC, focus on their cooperation on industry, agriculture, and mining, and set up collaboration in the financial and banking sector. Beijing has poured billions of dollars into the South Asian country through the project under China's Belt and Road Initiative. However, the people in Balochistan have repeatedly accused that Pakistan and China have deployed security forces in the region and are exploiting local natural resources alongside claims of enforced disappearances. India has also consistently opposed the project, arguing that CPEC passes through parts of its Gilgit-Baltistan region, which has been illegally occupied by Pakistan. Meanwhile, Bangladesh and Pakistan have taken another step towards strengthening defense ties, with the Air Force chiefs of both countries holding talks on a deal for the sale of JF-17 Thunder fighter aircraft to Dhaka. Reports suggest the discussions were held in Islamabad and focused on the possible procurement of the JF-17 Thunder, a multi-role combat aircraft jointly developed by Pakistan and China. Referring to Pakistani military's press wing, Daily Star, Islamabad will also provide fast-track delivery of Super Mushak trainer aircraft along with training framework and long-term technical support to Dhaka. The defense talks come amid renewed diplomatic engagement between the two South Asian nations. Later last month, after a meeting in Dhaka, Pakistan indicated that direct flights between Dhaka and Karachi are expected to begin. After years of relatively limited engagement, both sides have also been exploring broader cooperation beyond defense. Moving on, Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna SLLP MP Namal Rajapaksa has called for stronger regional cooperation in South Asia, stressing that India's leadership is vital for long-term peace and stability. Commenting on recent global and regional security developments, Rajapaksa in a post on X said that countries like Bangladesh, Nepal and Sri Lanka have witnessed political turmoil in recent years marked by public unrest and changes in government. He noted that in times such disruptions have been encouraged by extremist elements, making collective action essential. Rajapaksa emphasized the need to counter extremism, prevent political violence and safeguard minority rights through greater regional coherence. He further said South Asia must respond collectively to emerging challenges, with India playing a central role in maintaining regional stability. He also pointed out that upcoming elections in Bangladesh and Nepal provide an opportunity to reaffirm democratic legitimacy through free and fair polls, strengthen regional security, and enhance South Asia's global influence through unity, shared goals, growth, and stability. Moving on. Zoos and animal shelters across parts of northern India have stepped up winter care as temperatures continue to dip sharply. Special arrangements have been put in place to protect animals from the biting cold. At the Jaipur Zoo, heaters and thermal panels have been installed inside enclosures to maintain warmth for animals such as leopards, tigers and bears. Zoo authorities have also revised feeding schedules, introducing winter-appropriate diets to help animals maintain body heat and immunity. Regular health monitoring is also being carried out.
सभी जो वन्य जीव हैं जिसमें टाइगर, लायन, लेपर्ड्स और भालू इनके पिंजरे हैं उनको ढका गया है, उनको ग्रीन नेट से ढका गया है, त्रिपाल से ढका गया है। साथ साथ सभी के जो वन्य जीवों के जो पिंजरों में हीटर्स की व्यवस्था की गई है। दूसरा, इनमें सभी जो वन्य जीव हैं इनकी डिवॉर्मिंग कर दी गई है और इनको आवश्यक विटामिन, मिनरल्स, सप्लीमेंट्स एंड डाइट इसको दी जा रही है।
While India is largely known for its hot summers and moderate winters, meteorologists warn that this season could be harsher than usual. India's weather department has predicted an above-average number of cold wave days this year. In response, zoo authorities in Lucknow have also implemented precautionary measures to ensure animal safety and comfort. Additional heating systems have been installed, particularly in reptile enclosures, as cold temperatures can be life-threatening for cold-blooded animals.
जानवरों के लिए भी केज प्रॉपर बने हुए हैं, साफ़ है और उस पर वेंटिलेशन का भी ध्यान है और उसमें शेल्टर बहुत अच्छे हैं जिससे पानी ना जाए या कोहरे से उनका बचाव हो, मतलब बहुत अच्छा हो। खाने पीने का भी उनका बहुत अच्छा इंतजाम है।
And that's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time tomorrow.